Back in the room, back in the room. Hi, I'm Jazz, welcome. As a new YouTuber, I only have very basic gear, and the cracks are showing, especially in my last video. I've purposely done this so you can see my improvements over time. Not just equipment wise, but also in my own meagre abilities to be able to talk and present to you in various scenarios. Here's my gear in order of purchase. So first of all, there's the phone that I'm using right now. That's a 2015 Samsung Galaxy J5. And then what do we have here? We have a selfie stick, and that spins around to adjust depending on what you want. That moves. You've got like a fill light there, two different settings. Camera fits in there. There you go. That folds nice and flat for your convenience. It also has a remote that just pops out there, and you've got a little button. It's battery powered. You can just swap that over just to take pictures, and if you want to stop start, if you want to do a film. So obviously it also extends quite a way, and God, it's a bit stiff. What's going on there? Right, so yeah, that also turns into a little mini tripod, as you can see. Right. That's there. Leave that there in its place. I have a mini tripod here, which you can bend and twist and do all sorts of stuff. You can grip it around tree branches, on your bicycle. Got a knuckle joint at the top here that you can just twist and turn. Unfortunately, my dog is eating it, so the legs come off and it's in bits. But there you go. It's quite useful to have when it works. I never got a chance to use it. I've got various tripods. I've got a larger tripod, which is just over 6 foot tall, I imagine. And that's over there lighting us at the moment. It's quite a useful one. And got another one here, which is one I do use a lot. It's very easy to use, just a clip and pull. And it's got 3 sturdy legs, and you've got all your various fittings at the top to attach cameras to, or lighting, whatever you wish. I've got these other tripods here, so a medium sized one. They're the twist type that pull like that, not the greatest. This is also part of that one, which makes it handy. It screws on to the end, and I'd say they're about 3 foot tall. You can also screw on other attachments on this one, such as that. And then if you want to mount a camera here, you can, and then you've got a handy, you can either use it like a selfie stick, like that, or actually use it as it's meant to be used as a tripod as well. So that's pretty handy, and I've used it loads of times. I'm using one at the moment, as I said, just here in front of you, and I'm just putting all these back in their place like so. Alright, so that's that. Other things I've got here in front of me is a what's this is called? This is called a Nicey Rig mirror monitor. Yeah, so again, you can fit this into a hot shoe on a camera or whatever. You can have set it up with a camera various ways. So you can see yourself by angling this mirror in a certain way. I found it to be, ugh, you know, like that, a pain in the butt. But you might find it useful, I don't know. What I did find after finding this awkward to use was this here, a PO1 auto face tracking selfie tripod. It's this thing here, and everything moves, so that moves. You got a little button here which you just turn on. There you go. So that's come on. You can see it's turned green. I'll turn it off again. Right there. But I use that quite a lot. I find it very useful because it literally tracks your face, follows you around. If the lighting's a bit dark, it tends to struggle, but you just got to try and figure it out. And you've got two different areas that it will sense you from. So you can be standing up, so you point it upwards, or sitting down, so you put it downwards. It actually unscrews off the base, and you can put that on a tripod, but as I say, it turns all the way around. And you can recharge that with your USB. Another thing I got was a, what's it called? A Boya BY-M1 lav mic. So it's the sort you see newsreaders and whoever wearing back in the day. And then it just goes through this. You've got buttons to turn it on, turn it off. And that's got a 3.5 jack, so that plugs directly into your smartphone and makes life very, very easy. I have used it on occasion, and no doubt I will in the future, but I like the sound. The sound on this I find fine. It's just my phone, as I say, it's an old phone. But if I'm outside, it picks up birds, whereas this would tend to shut a lot of that out, so you won't get that sound. I've seen people filming themselves walking along a beach, and you can't hear the sea crashing, and you know, it's all part of the sort of atmosphere when you go to a beach or wherever you go. You want to hear the sea, you want to hear wildlife, you want to hear, you know, trucks banging in the distance or whatever it is, you know. So yeah, I will. It is a decent microphone. I've used it when I was practicing messing around, but I just haven't used it very often. I tend to stick with this. I thought I'd get used to using this before I get too fancy and elaborate onto other things. Obviously, with the tripods I've got spotlights here, and they plug in, fully adjustable up and down, 3 different levels, different tones of light, and then you got the gel lenses that you connect in with the lights here, and also you got another one that's called a Mijim or a Vijim, Vijim V181 portable rechargeable light, basically. I got that again because I go to sort of music festivals and bike shows, and you go into the beer tent or where the bands and that are playing, and it'll be quite handy to stick this directly on top of this camera that I'm using, which has got a hot shoe to slide that fitting into, and then it's got another one on the other side, so it's a double one. And this actual unit I'm using, it's a cold shoe mount, phone holder, plus 2 other cold shoe mounts to it. So you can do a variety of things. You can stick microphones. You can do all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. And yeah, it's just another, one of these that you can connect like that. Another phone holder, squeaky, basic stuff. And also I got some Apexel lenses. That's a 11-in-1 smartphone lens kit. Again, there's a whole variety of lenses in there that are all pretty good. I tend to use this one here a lot, which is a 140 super wide angle lens. and you can just swap these lenses over. They just unscrew onto this clip, and then you literally just, your phone goes in there, and then particularly if you're filming yourself, you've got a decent clear lens looking at you rather than the tiny lens that's on the camera at the back. So it's very useful and very simple to use and quick, and you just finish with that and put it away. I've also got, that's just one of them, this is for the bigger, this one I got a telephoto lens, which I'm yet to use, but I needed to use it the other day when I was filming a heron, yeah, and it looked more like a sparrow because it was just so far away. It was a bit pathetic, but you can use this as a spotting lens as well. So you know, if you want to travel down there, see what's down there, you can have a look first. But again, that fits on this clip, another clip, a bigger one, in the same sort of way, and then that just, you just clip your phone in there, and that does the trick. Along with that one, you've also got another tiny one, which is, you've got a wide angle there, which you can take off, and then underneath you've got a macro 15 times. So, you know, quite useful. And that kit comes with a remote, which a lot of these things do. And yeah, so you can stop, start, take pictures, do whatever you, they all come in these little bags, so you can keep all your goods good. Yeah, what else have I got? What else have I got? I think that is pretty much it. I've got a generic action camera which I've not actually used yet, and I think I'll probably take out my bicycle and see how I get on with the slow motion and sort of various other settings that are on it. As I said the other day, I needed stabilization. Yes, I was feeling very unstable walking along the canal, and my camera, I was walking along, but it was just the surface was all over the place, and so it was just shaking Stevens all over the place. It was just yeah, not good. But I was kind of aware it wouldn't be good, but it was worse than I thought. And I have previously had a gimbal, but it wasn't compatible with my phone. So I've literally just had a text letting me know that I've got a gimbal arrived just down the road, so I'm going to go and get that. And that's a Hohem V2 gimbal stabilizer, and that works with an app and without an app, more importantly for me. And it's around the £60 mark. All the equipment I've sort of shown you here today is all less than £300, so I haven't spent a fortune on anything whatsoever. But it's really just a kit to sort of practice with, learn about, and see how I get on with it, really. And fingers crossed that'll be all right. Okay. There's a lot of great equipment out there, but for now, this is it for me. I need to learn more about what I've got before I get ahead of myself. On that note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!